Hi, I'm Justin.
Hi, I'm Hannah. So.
Hi, I'm Justin.
Sorry, I can't stop laughing. All right.
Hi, I'm Justin.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
And in about 3 hours, we are leaving to take a 1-year trip around the world, maybe longer. Ooh. This is my third trip of this nature, but it is her first time doing this, and I am very proud of her for making this attempt.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to go through what we have packed for a full year. All right, just kind of go through what clothes we have packed that'll kind of last us the entire year, and maybe try and help some of you that are going on trips, similar trips, and don't know how to pack for it. We are packing mostly for warm weather. All right, so I'm going to go through mine, and then she will continue with hers. All right, so the first item I have packed is probably going to be the most controversial, and 99% of you will probably disagree with me on this, but I am a bad sleeper, and this is my third round the world trip, so this is something I've brought with me on the last 2, and it has really come in handy, and that is my own pillow. All right, I bring a very nice, expensive down pillow with me with 2 extra pillowcases, and you might think that it's very unnecessary, and for most people it would, but you get some very uncomfortable pillows in some of the hotels and inns or hostels, wherever you might be staying around the world. Now this actually compresses down very flat, and it doesn't weigh too much, so it's not that big of a deal. Next, I have t-shirts. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular t-shirts, and then 4 more that are like wick-away fabric. They, wick-away sweat, very light. Overall, I think that's 9 or 10 t-shirts and 4 tank tops. All right. We are attempting to stay away from winter the entire trip as to not have to pack cold weather clothes because they take up a lot more space and they weigh a lot more. All right, this way we minimalize it to kind of like summer travel. Next thing I have, very important, travel towel. Everyone should have a travel towel. We each have one. Very important. They dry very quickly and they roll up small because some of the places you go might not have towels, or it's always good to have an extra one. And then I have one more of those. It's a little larger. It's more of a beach towel. It also dries very fast, but you can lay it out on the beach and kind of like sits 2 people, which is great. Finally, in this kind of like a compression bag, I have 3 nicer shirts, collared shirts for going out. For nice dinners, or you want to go to a bar or something like that and dress a little nicer. Got that. And then finally, we have the packing cube here, which this is my first time using them. All the packing videos I've ever seen are always like, gotta have packing cubes. And I've never done it until now, and you know what? They seem quite nice. So in here I have 3 pair of athletic shorts, a bathing suit, 5 different pairs of like khaki shorts, lightweight, different colors. So 10 pairs of shorts and 2 pairs of long pants, one of which can zip off into shorts, which seems excessive, but yeah, that really is excessive. But you know what? I like to have options when I travel. I'm not really a minimalist. This thing is, I think, old and probably going to break halfway through our trip. And then finally, in the last cube, I have underwear, 14 pairs, all rolled up, and stick them in there. They compress very small. Boxers, briefs. I find that when you're traveling, especially for a year, I want to do laundry as little as possible, and underwear seems to be the thing that you run out of first, and it's what kind of requires you to have to do your laundry. You can rewear shorts, you can rewear tank tops, but underwear, you really don't want to rewear the same pair, especially in the really hot, sweaty countries that we might be visiting. That is most of my clothes. In the side pocket here in my bag, I have the 2 extra pillowcases, and on the other side I have, I believe, 7 pairs of socks. Once again, that's about 2 weeks worth, because we'll say 7 days I wear sneakers, the other 7 days I wear sandals. That'll give me 2 weeks just like the underwear, and if I really need to, I can stretch that into a month by turning the underwear inside out. Now, you might think that's gross, but don't judge until you've traveled for a year backpacking. All right, finally, deodorant, some face wash, cream, whatever else kind of toiletries you might want, I keep in the top. Stuff that I might have a hard time finding when traveling. But that's about it. That's all I'm going to use for an entire year. So 10 pairs of pants, 14 pairs of underwear, 14 shirts, and that should last me a full year. On to Hannah.
All right, so this is a brand new backpack. All right, so it's great that you can open just right in the middle. There's two zip, it zip down, so you can take your stuff on here. So basically, I have a lot of like medication just in case if anything happened to us, and this is toiletry, you know, and this is a new little bag that I just purchased.
Oh yeah, that's for theft protection. Keep your money in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Basically, if you've never traveled through Europe and some parts of Asia, pickpockets are a thing, and I've been robbed quite a few times. So yeah, these are great for keep your money and you know, phone, whatever else.
Yeah, so
you
we
want to use
both
safe
have one
underneath your shirt.
that is like hang on your neck, and this is the other one I bought to put on your waist. All right, so this is my sandal. Okay, so I'm gonna bring one sneakers and one sandals. So that's it. That's all I'm gonna wear on my foot. And this is
On one foot. She's wearing them all
on my feet.
on one foot.
On my feet. On my feet. All right. So this is a big cube that I have. So it's all my clothes except my underwear and dresses. Yeah, I might bring too much. We will see. If it's, you know, if it costs, you know, a lot of trouble, I might toss it out on the way. Anyway, so this is very convenient to use. If you are traveling, you should definitely have one of this kind of big cube. So I'm gonna just quick go through what I brought. I'm not, you know, showing you each piece. I'm sure you don't want to see that. Anyway, I have the other smaller cube for my, you know, more private underwear, bra stuff. I have 3 tank tops and 5 dresses and 3 bras, 10 underwears, and 2 sets of bikinis, and 1 pillowcase just in case, you know, some place that the pillowcase looks a little dirty or whatever. And I bring a laundry bag that, you know, I can, when I'm doing laundry abroad, I can celebrate. I can separate.
She wants to celebrate her laundry.
I can separate my, you know, clothes, my bras, underwear with other stuff. Anyway, 10 socks and
10 pairs of socks.
10 pairs of socks. 10 pairs of socks, and one.
That would be 20 socks.
And
this.
And this roll-up jacket.
It's a sleeping bag.
No, it's not. It's a roll-up jacket.
It's a down jacket that rolls up into a very, very small size. She gets cold. I don't have one of these.
Yeah. Okay, and I have 4 pants. Just not for the cold weather. Sometimes, you know, some places they have a lot of mosquitoes. So I think wear pants is 1 legging and 2 pair of shorts, 2 skirts, and we have 1 quick dry towel is in the other bag. I will show you. Is at bottom part.
Yeah, it's the same one I showed you, the towel, the roll-up towel.
Yeah. Okay. And I have this one.
What are those things? Written in Chinese.
I'm not what you call. This is like warm up long sleeves.
Oh, jeez, this is like something I would wear like skiing. Very unnecessary, I think.
No.
She gets cold once again.
So what will you call this?
It's a heat up long sleeves.
Okay, so
I don't know what it's called.
All right,
It's thick.
Yeah.
It's very thick.
It keep you warm. Okay, so this heat up long sleeves, and I have a leggings like that. You can wear it in your pants, just in case, you know. Sometimes we might hit some cold weather.
Yeah, there's some mountainous towns and cities that are a little colder.
Okay, and this is a very nice UV cover UV. All right. Anyway, this is
a shirt.
It's a long sleeve shirt.
Oh.
And for like you know, you can swim with it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Cut that. All right. So yeah, and 5 t-shirts. Okay, so that's all I have in for my clothes.
Real quickly rundown. 1 pillowcase, 1 laundry bag, 10 pairs of socks, 5 dresses, 3 bras, 10 pairs of underwear, 2 bikinis, 1 roll-up jacket, 4 pairs of pants, 1 pair of leggings, 2 pairs of shorts, 2 skirts, 1 quick dry towel, 5 t-shirts, 1 Chinese thing, 1 Chinese thing, 1 Chinese thing. I don't know. It's written in Chinese. I don't know what it says.
All right, so that's my clothes. You know, everybody needs different for their clothes options, so I just mine.
Everybody needs clothes.
All right, and this is a hairdryer. I don't know if this gonna be a mistake or not. We will let you know for the further episodes in the future.
Yeah, we might throw that away. It's heavy.
So I don't like my hair being wet, and then like, you know, especially overnight, I'm just feel uncomfortable with that. This is something that I bought, and this hair dryer, it can adjust the power voltage to 125 and 250. So it should be
good in Europe and other places.
Yeah, exactly.
Go back and forth.
Right. Okay, and it can fold like that, and the cable can be like retract. It's not really working right now.
And we will sell you this. If you're in any of your countries, come pick this up. It's actually free. All right.
Okay, so that's my main parts of my backpack. And the band part, it has a different way to access it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like down here, and that's why I say it's also my clothes.
That's the other cube that has their underwear and stuff inside.
Underwear stuff, so I just keep it back here. It's like, it fit pretty
Same
well.
thing on my bag, access from back here.
Yeah.
And underneath at the very bottom is a waterproof pouch.
Yeah. So that, and this backpack, it has like a front little pockets at the front here for my other medication stuff. And the top here has my other toiletry and also more medication things that I might need and makeup stuff. So that's it. That's all I have for my big backpack.
So yeah, that's it for our big backpacks. This is all our clothes. We don't keep anything valuable in these bags. If you go on an airplane, these are the ones that get checked. If you go on a bus, these are the ones that go underneath. If they go missing, it's not the end of the world. It's just clothes. You can replace these things. Everything of value will go into our other backpacks, which we will show you now. All right, now for our small backpacks. These are the expensive ones. I actually tried hard to find a good camera backpack, but the shipping times on them were too long, so I ended up just taking my LL Bean one that has already been around the world with me twice. So, starting off, 16-inch MacBook Pro, brand new. That's what we'll be doing all the video editing on. So I had to get a new computer that can actually handle that. And then I have my tablet, my Microsoft Surface Pro, which honestly I have 2 hours to decide if I actually am going to bring this or not. It takes up a little space and weight with the chargers and everything, and I might just leave it here. We'll see. All right, then I have my GoPro Hero 8, which I bought on my last trip 2 years ago, and 1 week later COVID hit, so I really have not used it in the past 2 years, which is a shame, but I hear the 10's not that much better anyway, so I got this for mostly for underwater stuff or action, you know, driving around on a scooter or something like that. We'll see. I probably will just use this if I'm doing some scuba diving or snorkeling. I got an umbrella. All right, so here I have my camera case by Nomadic. This thing is awesome. It fits my Sony camera inside with the lens. Let's get a close-up of this. All right, fits the Sony camera here with the lens. I got 2 extra batteries. These are the DJI wireless microphones. So we can both have these on and be filming videos on 2 different channels. And this thing actually turns into a backpack. So this is what I will be bringing around the cities with me when I'm going to film. I cannot show you the camera because we're filming on it right now, but I will, you know, take a video with my phone and show that off. This is the Sony A7 IV camera. This is one of the microphones I have attached to it right now, just for indoor recording. And then we have DJI wireless mics for outdoors, dual channel. And here we have a wireless stand, so works as a tripod and also controlling the videos. So this is what I can't show you on the camera because we are filming with that camera. Then I have just some chargers in here for the batteries. Charge the extra Sony batteries. The Sony cameras don't come with an external charger, so it's very inconvenient to charge them. So I bought one along with 2 extra batteries to charge because it doesn't really last very long. And then this is a seat belt. You know, if you're on a bus, strap yourself in. No, this is a Peak Design slide camera strap. I mean, I'm most worried about my camera getting stolen when I'm walking around, so this will actually kind of keep it secure against me, and also so I don't drop it because, you know, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
And then finally, in the last pocket, I have a wireless speaker. You know, beaches, want to listen to some music. I have 2 backup phones.
Oh, wow.
You know, this seems unnecessary, but I've had 4 phones stolen while traveling. I don't know if it's bad luck or what. Maybe I'm just really loud and I attract attention. Either way, backups are good. And then I have my Kindle, which looks like it's been through a war. I like to read when I travel, you know. So that's about it. And then we have our medication for like malaria and whatever else if we're in certain areas. Mm-hmm. And I think that's it. Hand sanitizer. And little other knickknacks in here. Oh, I have an extra. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so this is my small backpack. I will bring this one on airplane with me. The backpack has 2 main pockets. The one at the back, all the way here, it's my computer.
She also has a brand new MacBook. She got the 14 inches.
Yeah,
the 16, which is probably a little smarter, but I wanted a big computer.
Yeah, I think 14 is definitely enough for me. Alright, so that's my computer. It will sit at the back. And this is my go on airplane medication, everything.
Jeez.
It got everything. It has mask in it. It has hand sanitizer. It has some everything you think you
Somehow
want.
she has like 4 bags of medication.
Right, you have like lip balm, have like eye covers, long socks. You know, sometimes you get cold on airplane and everything, and like floss, whatever. Just everything is in
If
here.
you can't tell, this is her first trip. She literally has
ibuprofen, I guess
for
headache.
everything.
Anyway, and this is my eyeglasses for like looking on the screen, blue light filter eyeglasses, and I'm gonna bring that with me for sure. And this little bag is all the chargers, electricity stuff, my old GoPro, and yeah, we will see, and some power bank that will be very helpful when we're above. And the front pockets.
Oh yeah, I had a power bank too. I don't know where mine is. I should probably find that.
Okay, so for the front pockets, it has my passport and pencil case and the little notebook. I think that would be good. I like to writing down things happen to me. All right, so that, and yeah, that's basically a little umbrella at the side, hand sanitizer again. Oh, and this is the one that we mentioned earlier. He has one, we both have one, and you can adjust the
Goes
length.
under your shirt.
Yeah, and
keep your passport,
you can put
money,
it in your shirts.
And it looks like you're pregnant.
Yeah, so you know.
What do you have in there? Why is yours so packed? I don't know what she's doing.
So if you have a jacket, then you people won't see it. Anyway, so this is really nice. It has different pockets. Yeah, that's it. That's my front backpack. So we will wear a big one at the back and a front one at the front, and that will be a lot for
Yeah.
our
I mean,
shoulders.
my bags together are about almost 60 pounds, so it's a lot to lug around for a year. But I like to have my stuff with me. So, we'll give you an update in about maybe 6 months, and we'll see how the packing worked out, things we might have forgotten, things that worked out well.
Yes.
And if you have anything that you think we messed up by forgetting or by bringing, let us know.
Yay.
All right?
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, don't forget to follow the rest of our trip. We will be starting in Norway tomorrow. And from there, we're going to head down to Sweden and Denmark, and then over to Eastern Europe, and then the rest of the trip is kind of unknown. Okay, so as far as planning a long trip like this, I've planned out 2 so far extensively, and I find that the plans are always kind of just like outlines, and I never follow them anyway. So with this trip, we have a loose idea of where we're going. And we're going to do the rest by ear based on weather and how long we're in each place. But the idea right now is we're going to be in Norway tomorrow. And we'll stay there for a few days before we go down to Sweden, Denmark. And then we're going to catch a boat over to Eastern Europe. And from there, we're going to go down and just figure out the rest as we go. So no real plans that are set in stone. Any ideas that you guys have of places we should visit in each country, please let us know. I only research the countries the day before we go to them, so there's not really much that is planned, prior to arriving in each destination. So yeah, if you guys have any more knowledge than we do, feel free to leave us a comment, send me a message, and let me know of places that I shouldn't miss. More importantly, if you know any good restaurants in the area, let us know, because that's pretty much what we're doing. We're looking for good food while we travel.
This is it?
Yeah, exciting.
Yes,
all right.
We're super excited.
See you in Norway.
See ya. Bye.